Okay. So the last question we discussed it is, if n is equal to hello and user wants to assign n of 0 which is equal to f, what will be the result? Here the options are, it will replace the first character, that is here the index value is 0, then the first answer option it will replace the first character, and the second one, it's not allowed in Python to assign a value to individual character using index. It will replace the entire word hello into f, that is it will replace this entire word with f. Then it will remove h and keep rest of the characters. It will remove this h and the result it is e double l o. These are the options. Which one is the correct option? Aditya?
And it will replace the first character.
The case of string? Okay, this portion is from second chapter, so I will give the answer. It is second one is the correct answer. Okay, can discuss this question in the next chapter. Okay, second one is the correct answer. It is not allowed in Python to assign a value to individual character using index. Okay. Then which of the following operator can be used as replication operator? Aryan, which of the following operator can be used as replication operator?
Star.
Which one?
Second option.
Second option, correct, Aryan. It is star. Star. Which of the following operator cannot used with string? Emmanuel? Which of the following operator cannot used with string?
Slash.
Slash. Is it correct, Srihari?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So these are the different questions based on the first chapter, and some case study question is also there, and assertion reasoning question is also there. Okay, before that I will explain some of the terms related with this chapter, some important terms. The first term it is we already discussed the errors. Compile time error, that is syntax error, then runtime error, logical error. So a question like identify the error, a statement is there and identify the error, that is one of the question. So errors we already discussed. Then the next topic we want to discuss, it is one of the data type, it is set. You just write the definition and you just note that point. Okay, set is one of the data type. Okay. Write the definition of set. Set is an unordered collection with no duplicate items. Set is an unordered collection with no duplicate items. Set is an unordered collection with no duplicate items. Okay. So for example, the set is also represented with curly bracket, but the difference between dictionary and set is that in dictionary we are using key value pair. Okay, this is dictionary, we are using key value pair. This is dictionary. Okay, for set also we are using same bracket, but there is no key value representation. It is a set of values with no duplicate value. This is set. Okay. The case of chapter 1 and 2, we can't predict the questions because it is based on plus 1. Okay, that is why I am when I get some points related with this chapter, I'm explaining. You just learn what is set and how we can represent set. Okay. So next point, it is bitwise operators.
Ma'am,
Yes, Gauri.
is set mutable?
Set it is immutable. Set it is immutable. We can't change. Okay, so instead of this integer value, we can give character value, string value, float value, any type of value, just like tuple and list. Okay, but no duplicate data. That is, repeated values are not allowed in set. That is, we can't write 4, 4. Okay, duplicate values are not allowed. The next it is bitwise operators. That is, first one, it is bitwise complement or not. Bitwise complement or not. Bitwise not. Bitwise means 0, 1 representation of not. Not operation along with bitwise value, that is bit value, 0, 1 value. The operator, it is tilde symbol is the operator name. It is a unary operator. That is, we represent like this. This is bitwise not X. Unary operator means what? Only one operand. That operator need only one operand. That is unary operator. So here it is bitwise not. One equation is there for finding the bitwise result, bitwise not result. There is equation, it is not X is equal to not negative X minus 1. Negative X minus 1. For finding bitwise not, the formula it is negative X minus 1. The operation, it is same as that complement. That is, the 0 of not 0, it is 1, not 1, it is 0, just like that. But if you want to find the result of one integer value, the easy way to find the integer value, use this formula. It is negative X minus 1. I'll give one example. If A is equal to 20, find negative A. It is negative 20 minus 1. What is the result? It is negative 21. So after finding the result, there is no need of by hearting this one. Here, if A is equal to 5, not A, it is negative 6. Okay. If A is equal to 20, not A, it is negative 21. If A is equal to 99, not A, it is negative 100. Just like that. Okay. This is bitwise not. If it is a 15, what is not A? It is negative 16. Okay. Just write this question. In Python, write the question. In Python, not X, that is bitwise not X, which is equal to negative X plus 1. This is same as that of negative X minus 1. But your question is, in Python, not X, bitwise not X is equal to negative within bracket X plus 1. It is same as that of negative x minus 1. When we remove this bracket, it is negative x negative 1. Okay. Then what does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 not operation, then 5. Evaluate 2. What does this expression evaluate 2? 5 bitwise not option, not operator, then a value 5. You just write the option. It is negative 6, negative 11, plus 11, negative 5. First, you are to find the result of not 5. Then you just reverse the sign according to each operator. All of you switch on the video, children. All of you switch on the video. Alvin, Krishna, Ashwin. Switch on the video. Alvin, Ashwin,
Yes, ma'am.
switch on the video. Alvin, what is not 5? Alvin, bitwise not 5. What is the result of not 5? Alvin,
Yes, ma'am.
what is the result of not 5? What is the equation for finding that bitwise not?
X equal to
X?
nothing.
So switch on the video, Alvin. Then give the answer.
I am not getting.
Not x is equal to minus x minus 1. Okay, Alvin, this is not the regular class. We are dealing with term 1 revision. Okay, Alvin, so be
I
serious.
told that,
This one. Then
no,
why?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, then why are you repeating the same? Okay, then what is the result of this not 5, Alvin? Just apply the value of 5 here in this equation.
No.
It is negative x negative 1. Here the x value it is 5. Then what is the result? Negative 5 negative 1.
Negative 6.
Then it is
Negative 6.
negative 6. Correct, Alvin. So here not 5, it is negative 6. Then what about this not of not 5? It is plus 6.
Plus 6.
Then again we are using another not. Then it is negative.
Negative.
Okay. Then
Yes.
the final answer
Negative
negative.
6.
Yes, negative 6 is the final answer. Okay. Is it correct? Anyone, you just do this program in the system and confirm the result. Is it negative 6 or not? Adul, you just do this program.
Yes, ma'am, it is negative 6.
Negative 6. Okay.
No.
Okay, Gauri.
I didn't understand.
So here, first you want to find out the result of not 5. Okay. So here the result of not 5, it is negative 6. Then if more than one not operator is there, then you just complement the result according to each operator. So here the result is negative 6. Then what is not of not 6? It is plus 6. Okay. Then so this, then you want to take this one. Second one is over. Then third one, that is not of 6, that is negative 6. Then not of negative 6, it is positive 6. Then not of 6, it is negative 6. If more than one not operator is there, calculate the result just like this. Okay. Is it clear? Then,
Yes, ma'am.
okay. The next bitwise operator, it is left shift and right shift. So here, this is the left shift operator. Left shift operator. A less than 20. Here the result, it is 80. Left shift of 20, it is 80. So how we can find out the result of this 20 left shifted? Okay. So first you want to find the binary value of this 20. How we can find the binary value of 20? Decimal to binary conversion. Divide 20 with 2. This is also from the +1 portion. All of you switch on the video, children. Okay. So find out the binary value of 20. It is 10. Then the remainder, it is 0. We place the remainder here. Then again divide 10 with 2. Quotient, it is 5. Remainder, it is 0. Then again divide 5 with 2. Quotient, it is 2. Remainder, it is 1. Then 2 here. It is 1. Remainder 0. Then again 2. Here it is 0. Remainder, it is 1. Write it from that is here the result, it is 10100. We'll place 3 more 0 here for representing 2-bit representation. It is 4-bit representation. This is 1 byte. That is 8 bits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bits. For representing this 20 in the form of 1 byte, we just add 3 more 0. Okay. So here, this is the binary value of of 20. Okay. First, you want to find the binary value of 20. After that, we can shift left. So here, shift left means you just remove this 2, 1. Just remove 2 bits from the left of the number. So these 2 zeros are removed. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So remove the first 2 bits, that is from left of the number. After that, place this third number here. Then 1 here, 0 here, 1 here, 0 here, 0 here. So 2 blank spaces are there. Just add 2 zeros. Okay, so this is left shift operator. Left shift of sorry, left shift operator means it will remove the first two. That is, it will just shift the numbers into the left. So the first two left integers are removed and we just shift left. Okay, so this third integer, that is 0, is the first integer, then 1 is the second integer. You just copy all this value. So the last two values are replaced with 0. There is no value, so we'll just add 2 zeros here. All of you switch on the video, children. Is it clear, Shivani? Then find out the value. Okay. So then find out the value. What is 0, 1, 0, 1 and 4, 0? What is 4, 0? 4, 0 it is 0. Then how we can convert this binary into decimal? It is 2 raised to, here it is 0. Then 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2, 2 raised to 3, 2 raised to 4, 2 raised to 5, 2 raised to 6, 2 raised to 7. So first you remove the last two digits from the original number and just shift all the numbers to the left. So 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0 is the number. Then two vacant places are there. Add 2 0 in that vacant places and find out the decimal value of that binary number. For finding the decimal value, just place the place value based on this 2. So 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2. Here all are 0, so there is no need of this one. This also cancelled. Then what is 2 raised to 4? What is 2 raised to 4? Because we are finding this result based on 0 into 2 raised to 0 plus 0 into 2 raised to 1 plus, just like that. So if it is 0 into something, it is 0. So there is no need of considering this one, this one, this one, this one, and this 2 raised to 5 and 2 raised to 7 also. We want to consider only 2 raised to 4 and 2 raised to 6. Okay, what is 2 raised to 4? It is, it is 16. 2 into 2 into 2. That is 16. What is 2 raised to 6? That is 16 into 2 into 2. What is 16 into 2 into 2? 2 raised to 4, it is 16. So 2 raised to 6, it is 16 into 2 into 2. What is the result?
64.
Yes, it is 64. Then add this 16 and 64. Then the result, it is 80. Okay. So this is left shift operator. Left shift operator. If the question is, if it is binary number, there is no need of this conversion. You just shift the number and add 2 0. Okay. So find out the left shift of left shift of 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 0. Here what is the result? There is no need of converting this binary and decimal like that. We just shift the number. That is, these two numbers are removed and we just shift it. That is 1 0 1 1 0 0 and add 2 0. This is the result. Okay, if the question is based on binary number, there is nothing to do. You just add 2 0 at the right side and remove 2 digits from the left side. It is 1 0. This 2 1 and 0 is removed, and 1 0 1 1 0 0 is the digit that we are taken from the question, and add 2 0. That is 0 0. So the result is 1 0 1 1 0 0 0 0. But if the question is based on decimal value, first you want to convert that decimal value into binary and do the same and convert again into decimal using positional value. For converting this decimal into binary, use continuous division. Is it clear? Is it clear, Aryan? Okay. Ashwin, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then about that right shift. We'll explain with binary value 10101100. Right shift operator is 2 greater than symbol. Okay. So here these 2 digits are removed. The last these 2, that is 2 digits from right side is removed and we just shift the entire number to the right. And add 20 at the left position. So here the result it is these 2 zeros are removed. Then the balance digits are 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. These 2 digits are removed. The balance digits are 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Just add 2, 0. So the result it is 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1. Okay. The same case, if it is decimal value, just convert that decimal value into binary number and do the same and convert into decimal value. Okay. Then one more portion, it is infinite loop. What is infinite loop? Infinite loop.
No end.
If there is no end, that is when we are using while statement, if there is no increment statement, that will perform infinite loop. Okay. When we are using while loop, the normal syntax it is, what is the normal syntax of while? Here a is equal to 1 while a greater than 5, print a, then a is equal to a plus 1. Okay, here this is the incrementation statement. So after initializing, I will give a condition that is a greater than 5. So the first value of a it is 1. So 1 greater than 5 is true. So it will execute this print statement, that is print a is printed, that is 1 is printed. After that, one incrementation statement is there. Then only this a value get another updated value, that is 2. Then it will check 2 greater than 5. If the condition is true, then it will print 2. Then it is incremented as 3. Then 3 is printed. 4 is also printed. After that, after incrementing 4, the a value is 5. So the condition becomes false. Then it will terminate the loop. Okay, that is the normal way of while loop execution. But if we are not using this incrementation, what will happen? It will perform infinite output. That is, there is no end for the output, infinite output. Okay, this is infinite loop. Is it clear? Okay, Gauri.
1 will be printed infinitely.
Yes, 1 will be printed infinitely. The only result it is 1. Okay, so many ones. Okay, if there is no updation. So these are the topics we missed from this one second. First chapter. Okay, so Monday, the revision topic it is from chapter 2, that is strings and list. We divide that chapter 2 into 2. That is the first part. For Monday's revision, the topic it is based on strings and list. Okay, the functions or operations related with strings and how we can create a string and which are the different functions related with string. So many functions, upper, is upper, title, so many functions, and also list. Okay, list creation, list operations, all. Okay. So this is one of the case study question based on chapter 1. Okay. Krishna was looking for his dream job but has some restrictions. He loves Delhi and would take a job there if he is paid over Rs 40,000 a month. He hates Chennai and demands at least rupees 1 lakh to work there. In any another location, he is willing to work for rupees 60,000 a month. The following code shows his basic strategy for evaluating a job offer. Okay, you just write this code. This is based on if and if statement. Okay, this case study question is based on if statement. So here 3 conditions are there. He loves Delhi. And would take a job there if he is paid over 40,000 per month. Okay. He is ready if the salary is greater than 40,000. Then he hates Chennai, but if the salary is 1 lakh, then he is ready to work. Okay. So second condition. Then in any another location, so if it is not Delhi and Chennai, if any another location, he is willing to work for rupees 60,000 per month. Okay, that is the question. So 3 conditions are there. If the salary is greater than 40,000 and the place it is Delhi. And second one it is, if the place is Chennai and if the salary is greater than 1 lakh. And the third one it is any other location, but the salary is greater than 60,000, he is ready to work. Okay, that is the question. So you just write this one. You want to fill this blank spaces. Okay. Pay is equal to dash, location is equal to dash. Then this is a question from Oswald. Okay. The first 3 lines over.
No, no.
Okay. Pay is equal to dash, location is equal to dash. If location equal to Mumbai, write it, Emmanuel. This is one of the easy question from chapter 1. The program code is there. You want to just select the statement based on the condition.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And if location is equal to Chennai, if pay less than 10,000, print no way, else print I am willing. And if location is equal to Delhi and pay. For this, you must learn the control flow. If it is if statement or if it is for loop, you want to know the control flow, that is after first statement, which statement will execute next. Then only we can answer the correct option. So there is no need of by hearting the program, but you want to learn the control flow. Who is absent? Muhammad Adim is absent. Then Achut absent. Shivani. Shivani, yeah. Okay. Alvin. Okay. Completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So on the basis of the above code, choose the right statement which will be executed when different inputs for pay and location are given. So the first question it is input location equal to Chennai and pay is equal to 5,000. Here the answer is the okay. So here if input location equal to Chennai, that is if the location is Chennai and the salary it is 50,000, what will happen? Here location is equal to Chennai. This is the statement based on, that is the if condition based on Chennai, it is location equal to Chennai. That is the first condition. And the pay amount it is 50,000, isn't it? So if the location is Chennai and pay is less than 1 lakh, then what is the output? It is no way. Okay. So if here the condition is true, location equal to Chennai, it is true. So it will execute this if statement. So if pay here it is 50,000. Now our input it is 50,000. So write that amount here. Here location it is Chennai. Write that amount with a pencil here. Then you can easily identify the result. So here it is 50,000. 50,000 less than 1 lakh. Here the condition is true. So it will execute no way. Okay. Then if it is 1 lakh or above 1 lakh, then the result it is I am willing. Okay. So here no way is the result. It is based on statement 2. So in your option, the option is based on that statements. Statement 1 is there, statement 2 is there, statement 3 and statement 4. So here the answer it is statement 2. Okay. Then what about the next one? Location is Surat. Pay it is 50,000. Location is Surat. Only two locations are given. There is one for Delhi and another one is for Chennai. So it will execute elif. That is here there is no location. Here the first location is based on Chennai. Then the second location is based on Delhi. Then here the condition is false. Here also condition is false. Then it will execute elif statement. Elif pay greater than 60,000. Here what is the pay amount? It is 50,000. Here also the condition is false. Then what will happen? It will execute this else statement. Is it clear, Emmanuel? Okay, so here location is Chennai, condition is false, our location is Surat. Okay, so this is false, so it will execute this one. Then here the location is Delhi, it is also false, so it will execute this elif statement. Here location is correct, but there is other than this Chennai and Delhi, but pay is greater than 60,000 is the condition. So here our amount it is 50,000. So here also the condition is false. So it will execute else. So which is the statement? It is statement 6. Okay. So it's time write this question also. Input location equal to any other city. Pay is equal to 10,000. Pay is equal to 10,000. Then one more question. Input location equal to Delhi. Pay is equal to 50,000. Input location equal to Delhi. Pay is equal to 50,000. Then fifth question, input location equal to Lucknow, pay is equal to 65,000. Okay.
Ma'am,
Okay, Gauri.
will you send these questions on WhatsApp?
Okay, okay.